with this one right here, we didn't got Young Bane, K Rose, GBM plugged in with Fumez the engineer, and then you got the swing around. You got the swing around, especially because you got the whole Young Bane, K Rose, and the GBM, and the plugged in with the whole Fumez. But you just got the standing rounds and everything else, especially with these switch around, because you got plugged in and you got the whole thing. But you got a major one coming into it with just this whole just slister around, this slister around. But you got what Young Bane and all the other ones, GBM and plugged in and just this whole thing. But you got the main just slender click around.
Plugged in, GBM. Bane boy, plugged in, no middleman. Rosie Rose, straight, yeah.
Big Z, go.
My mum be reading the paper, said that a shooting happening. She said, son, would you know about this? I just shrugged my shoulders, I could it be bait? I hate different ex-ballers, cause they always seem to escape. I ain't observed that much already. He's got 99 pace. How could I clap for the NHS when they say they're number one enemy? Died and he come back alive, I saw that one, there's a mystery. I have a feeling they all bang judge. You cannot ask for one-on-one, I'm a serious scrap, you'll fly your books. From a crap man at Sunday service, let's get a cracking about what's good. I just told him no verbal, no verbal, no verbal, no verbal. From a crap man at Sunday service, let's get a cracking about what's good. I just told him no verbal, no verbal, no verbal, no verbal.
Blocked her on all of the socials, niggas is way too social. And I was local, when we nearly took the head off. Kickback.
Oh, he said kick back. He said we ain't into the social and the whole other thing. And he said kick back with another thing, and then with the whole thing coming into it, and the other part coming into it, with the verbal and the whole other verbal thing. Like he said the verbal to the verbal. We ain't into usher social and the whole other thing. Like it's just ranerating. Like the whole thing is already coming with another. It's saturated, like the whole thing. Like he said, ain't no verbal, ain't no skirtial, with the whole thing, and just the main thing, just slishing and everything else. Like it really has a slice to it and the whole crevice to it. Like he said, verbal, no slisher and the whole thing. Like just overlap, over scomp on it.
Roll my leave, I'm a gallus, I'ma tell her don't leave. I really go OT, I sold out my tours in Europe, G. Who made it popular? Flare jeans and me, nah, they sound so popular. Got pop tunes, got me popping everywhere. Yeah. I was in a double R, me and my baby, the M-way got locked off. The gun boys pulled us over, they said I had guns and stuff. I'm with the up boys, BM in the BM. I love my dogs and I tell them I need them. I love the ops cause I know there's no treason. So it makes it even, I wear my gloves, she wanted rounds. I'm one of the tassels, I'm beating it down. We bring out the hammers, my hooligans out. Still in the field and we're playing it foul.
From a crap man at Sunday service.
He said still in the field, and I'm cracking it out, and just the whole thing. Like he said, still in the field, we still playing for the kids, like they say, we still in those, them fields, we still in the streets, like we still play for different examples, all kinds of, examples.
Let's get a cracking about what's good. I just told him no verbal, no verbal, no verbal, no verbal. From a crap man at Sunday service, let's get a cracking about what's good. I just told him no verbal, no verbal, no verbal, no verbal. Killing civils ain't cool, cause someone tell them man they're true. What do you mean true? 018 bread bar got spilled. That was tiny this. Are you control that will? Are we gonna make it back to the ends? Goes grace we will. But if they talk about cool, that's serious verbal. But if I talk about irrelevant verbal.
Ooh, he said as they talk about, he went verbal. And then just the whole other thing, like he said, as we make it back, that was a grace. Like he said, that was a grace. I'm still trying to get the flinch on that. Like I'm still trying to get the couple of flinch, like the throwback, what he was trying to say. Like he says, he get a little grippy, it gets a little truth. I'm trying to get that whole whooshies, cause that was a hostess.
Before I talk about serious verbal, before I talk about verbal. For my crap man at Sunday service, let's get a cracking about what's good. I just told him no verbal. For my crap man at Sunday service, let's get a cracking about what's good. I just told him no verbal.
Fumez, the engineer.
Grinner gang.
Big Zico.
Still lurk on their block trying to get me a kill. Love a basic bitch in LeBoot on hills. I went and bought teeth, didn't buy no grills. This life chose me, I'm in love with the Fro, go grab a stick, then I go grab wells. I was doing drills, so they call me drills. This life chose me, I'm in love with the I'm a walking target, darling. He snitched, now his reps all tarnished. Gat looking new car, a little bit of varnish. Every man I do trying to leave him. Go grab a stick, then I go grab wells. I was doing drills, so they call me drills. This life chose me, I'm in love with the I'm a walking target, darling. He snitched, now his reps all tarnished. Gat looking new car, a little bit of
He says he was just looking for the opposition, and catch a little opposition with the whole thing. And he said, this life chose me, so I'm just doing my whole little part. Like and then he said, trying to, score and everything else. Like, and he said he's even a walking target, like a walking target, just vista testing, like he said, with the whole thing and him just, overlapped in it, he just scroasted it, like the way he just whooshed, like he just food with it.
varnish. Every man I do trying to leave him in a casket. Need enough stuff for the movies I starred in. Bane at the top, been charting. Hungry for a piece, I was starving. Bagging at Martin's, grub so cheap, got a bargain. Switch it. Got L, no learner. Heat gun late night on the earners. She wanna play in the snow and turn up. Feds took a few lives, one murder. Uber to me, she just eats like Nesta. I gave him one free, freak in the sheets, queen in the streets. I'm so GG, I got my brick on lease. Still lurk on their block trying to get me a kill. Love a basic bitch in LeBoot on hills. I went and bought teeth, didn't buy no grills. This life chose me, I'm in love with the Fro, go grab a stick, then I go grab wells. I was doing drills, so they call me drills. This life chose me, I'm in love with the
Way too triller, and I get inner. All of my girls end up getting inner. Benz all bimmer, spin that thinger. Ginge is ginge, but he's still my nigga. Easy, have you got manners, babe, please me. I take the top off, then we get speedy. I take the top off, then we get freaky. Free the man them, at the workhouse.
He said some sleazy. He said take the top off, it gets speedy. Take the top off, it gets freaky. Hey, the whole thing, like it's like him putting the whole thing in just a score. Like he's scoring for the upper thing. Like he said, he put that whole thing in just that scorch mode, and he just doing the whole thing like he said, coming from this, coming from that, like just coming from a whole repeat show, like the thing, like he said, take the top off, it gets it gets Rudy, and it gets it gets all type of other flazos brokers.
At my house, she wanna walk out, she gets piped down. To get piped down, I put ice on, I feel cold now. Easy, swear Danny gang blonde like Dee Dee. Fly like seagulls, no beanie. Baby, do you love me like Kiki? Before I bought my teeth, I bought a mash and teeth. I stay with a drummer, but I'm not Courtney. I seen an ops card dash, I seen an ops girl Nash. You better play with your kids and not play with me. I need my piece, gotta bring that piece. Hit up Brompton like Stevie G. Diamonds shining there, double V's. No emails, I'm in double C's.
Still lurk on their block trying to get me a kill. Love a basic bitch in LeBoot on hills. I went and bought teeth, didn't buy no grills. This life chose me, I'm in love with the Fro, go grab a stick, then I go grab wells. I was doing drills, so they call me drills. This life chose me, I'm in love with the
Fumez, the engineer.
Yxng, this one right here was Yxng, with the whole thing, but just this whole thing, like just the Yxng and everything else, like they was really associating it, like putting the score up and everything else, especially with that second, versus quality.